Hello Year 6, welcome to Tuesday's literacy lesson. So today we are looking at tenses, so it's a bit more of a spag lesson today. So our learning question is, can I use the correct verb tenses? Okay, so we're thinking about our tenses. So if you're starting on the mild sheet, remember what I said yesterday, you haven't got to do all three. You can maybe start on the mild, and if you want to challenge yourself, have a go at the medium, or whatever, whichever order you want to do them, but remember you haven't got to do all three. So, all you need to do is read the questions really carefully. So on the mild sheet, these first two questions, all you've got to do is read this sentence really carefully and think carefully which one of these words fits. So Sam is something, a beautiful picture of the forest. So we've got, will the pen work? Yeah. So we've got is in that sentence, so that is makes our sentence present tense, doesn't it? So I think it might be this one, but I'm going to read my sentence again and double check. So Sam is painting a beautiful picture of the forest. So that makes sense, so it must be right. Okay, so you need to do the same on that one. On your next two, you've got to choose a verb from one of these and write a sentence. So whichever one you choose, you're going to have to write in that tense. So listened is in the past tense and listening is in the present tense, isn't it? So whichever one you choose, you need to make sure your sentence is in the correct tense. And then these bottom two, it says, Sophie and Greg are talking about the sentence below. So the sentence is, the girl is fastening her seatbelt. Sophie says it's in the present and Greg says it's in the past. And it says here, who is correct, and explain why. So have a really careful think about that sentence, and then you've got some lined paper on the back to explain your answer. So I want you to say, Sophie is correct or Greg is correct because, and explain how you know that that person is right. Okay, and then the other sheets are very similar, just with slightly different questions. So, for example, on the medium sheet, your last questions, you've still got to read this sentence really carefully and figure out who is correct. But we've got, this one mentions past progressive. Okay, so simple past. So, during the holidays, I was learning to play the violin for the concert. Okay, so if we remember, was learning would be past progressive, wasn't it? Yeah, because was is your past, and then we have an ing verb, don't we? Okay, so that's a little bit of a clue to help you answer that question. And present progressive, remember, would be an ing word again, and is or are. Okay, so that should help you with those ones. And then on the hot sheet, you've got to fill in the blanks in those ones with the correct ones. Use past or present progressive again. And again, figure out who is correct. So just read your questions really carefully. Remember, we have done all of this in spag, so rack those brains and try and remember, and you should be absolutely fine.